All right. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video, and I thought going live would be a good way of doing it. Then I have to film it and go back to the house and edit it. So I just wanted to give you all a quick tour of the school and the progress so far, and on the march to the first class, which is the end of February. So right here, we're in the bench room. And as you can see, there are benches. One's kind of covered right now. That's going to be used for the miter station for the tops. But I've got my, my Lie-Nielsen bench there. But we've got 5 of these Rockler benches. And they're really great. I'm really liking them a lot. I've been using them too to put stuff together and not just to hold things on top. And they're pretty cool. My tool cabinet will go up here on this wall, and that'll have all of the hand tools and whatnot. There'll be some more cabinets that'll eventually go up on here. I'm gonna make cabinets at some point with drawers that go onto the shelf so that people can not just store stuff, but stuff that I have for everybody. We've got a drinking fountain and bottle filler here, an eye wash station. And over here is the coffee station, which I know is really important for a lot of people. And I've got a Jura here, and a little radio, speaker thing, and we're gonna have fresh beans from the Hilton Head Island Coffee Roastery, which is just down the street this way. They're actually my neighbors too. And then we've got this pack rack in here of all the F-style clamps. There's a lot of clamps on both sides of this, and some vertical lumber storage here. Most of the lumber storage is actually going to be in the mezzanine level, which is right above us. So just to try to take this and give you another view. I'm not sure if the benches are going to go this way or they're going to go this way, but that's the benches right now. And then we got a lot of nice natural light from the front, and then there's a door. So that was a lot of work to get here. We've got a really nice floor. We've got pads for everybody at their benches, and then we've got stools for everybody too to make sure you're comfortable. And then you get these double doors, and we get into the machine room. So that's really what I've been working on lately. So you can see there's a bunch of tools in here. When you come in on the right, well, I've got my lathe sitting on this cart, but this is the bandsaw corner. So we've got 2 bandsaws here, the Laguna 14 SUV, and we've got this Grizzly over here as well, this Extreme 14-inch of theirs. And then they will be running off of this 650 dust collector. I decided not to go with a big dust collection system here, really because of cost. To be frank, just running, not just the machine, but running everything. And I owned a few dust collectors already, the portable ones. So I was like, it just didn't make sense at all. It just didn't make sense right now. Maybe in a bigger space at some time in the future, it'll make more sense. Now where I'm standing used to be a room. We blew out the roof, the walls here, and the walls in the front, and built a brand new staircase to get up to the mezzanine level. So it really opened up the space a bit. On the left-hand side, or as you walk in, is kind of more like storage. So all the mobile cart machines, like the Mortiser, the Panto router, router table, stuff like that will be up here underneath the stairs. And then just some storage over here, and then drills and impact drivers and cool stuff like that. And then we're really getting into the rest of the machine shop, the machine room right now. So I've got a 12-inch. I'm gonna flip this around. There we go. That'll help you guys out. So we got a 12-inch South Bend jointer here, which is just awesome. I'm really digging it. The Wixley gauge here isn't necessarily as important on the jointer, but on the planer, over here, there's 20-inch South Bend planer. That's gonna be really awesome. I gotta get this calibrated, just haven't done it yet. Won't take that long. And that way when you're making changes for the height, if you're looking to mill something up and you wanna hit that same spot over and over again, or whatever it says in the plans, you'll be able to do that. So these two guys are on the P-Flux over here, and this P-Flux is just going to deal with these two for dust collection. So that's the kind of like the milling area here in the machine room. On the left-hand side, things are a little bunched up right now. They'll be separated a bit more. This DeWalt chop saw and stand, that's going away. It's being replaced by these three Rockler stands or whatever with tops, and a Bosch 12-inch miter saw will go in the center. And they'll be up against the roll-up door. Now let me space this out a little bit more here, and then the T111 will disappear. So on this wall over here, we'll have the sanding and chop saw and a drill press. So we got dedicated machines if you take a class. Now we're not going to be, that's the big thing here. The difference in the school and like my home shop is all the stuff is really dedicated machines. So dedicated spindle sander, dedicated edge sander, upgraded to a really nice drum sander when we need it, and then the drill press. So, and this little Dust Ride 750 on the wheels will support these, because we're not going to be using everything at once. It can take care of that and just easily changing the dust collection. Saw stop industrial table saw over here. It's just some stuff that needs to be dealt with. But that's pretty much the machine room right now. And all these pads here, these interlocking pads, they will continue. I have more of them on order. This is just what I had in my old shop. But they'll be all over the floor up until the machines. That way when you're walking around, you're not just walking on concrete the whole time, but you're walking on all these paddings, the pads here. And then when you go up the stairs, right now it's a total disaster up there. But this is going to be basically wood storage and some other storage up there. Yeah, so that's really the heart of the school. Just want to kind of go live. That way you don't have to worry about filming and editing it, and just be able to share real quick with everybody what's been happening here. It took a lot to get to this point. Had to hire an architect, structural engineer, mechanical and plumbing engineer, and then get the plans approved, go through all the planning stuff with the town, make changes, submit them again. Literally for not a ton of work, but blowing out a wall, which came here, went sideways, and then went across over here. So we blew out that wall, added LVLs on top to make this a completely open space here, so we can get a really nice wide open bench room, which I'm really happy and proud of. You had to add some drinking fountain, eye wash station. Those were what was requested, which was no problem. They wanted us to put a second bathroom in, which was just, I thought was a little over the top for the amount of people that are going to be here at any one time. So as part of that, we had to limit our occupancy to 14 or below, which we have 6 benches. It's going to be 6 people at a time. But so that kept us, allowing us to have 1 bathroom. Otherwise, we would have to build another bathroom in here, and I don't know how that project would have gone, because we would have lost a ton of room. Over where the bandsaws are right now. To put another bathroom in, that would have gone to here. So that didn't happen, thankfully, and it all worked out. But I'm really jazzed about the bench room. Really jazzed about that. We've got a ton of stuff for everybody. There's squares and dead blow hammers and aprons and all those various things. So you come take a class, you'll have a set of some basic stuff, pencils. And then one of the things about opening a woodworking school is I may have some stuff of everything, but also I got to buy more of everything. So we've got 6 small DeWalt routers, sanders. I have to get 6 of everything. 6 routers, 6 sanders, 6 squares, 6 aprons, 6 everything. It's just, which is cool. I just didn't, one of those things that just, you knew, but you didn't register until you started paying for it. But we've got you guys covered if you come and take a class. We got a lot of the tools that you may or may not need, and some basic stuff here for everybody, especially if you're doing like a more intense class. You may not have that specialty tool, and I may have a couple copies of it, so you don't have to worry about bringing it. The first class that we're running late February is on this bad boy right here. I've got 4 people signed up so far of the 6, so 2 slots are left, and they'll be building a Nakashima Konoe chair, inspired by chair. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just want to say hi. Just want to, say I'm here. I've been working. Sorry I'm not putting as many updates up as I used to or as I like to. It's just getting in here and getting the time. It just takes, a few hours to set up a machine and hours to do this. And it just, all of it adds up real quick. And just I'm trying to focus on getting this ready as I've been running ads and emails and whatnot, getting people that are signing up for the various classes. What else? Yeah, that's really it. Just here's the machine room. I think it's really coming out great. It was great that Grizzly has a school program. We're able to get some of this stuff for at a discount through the school program, which is really awesome. Same thing for Rockler with the makerspace and the benches. That program, it was really awesome to be able to tap into that and apply for it and then get approved. That was great. So I'm really appreciative of that from them. There's 5 of you here that says watching live right now. So if you guys have any questions, I'd love to answer them. And yep. Okay. Welcome to the live chat. Blah blah blah. See if it happens or not. But otherwise, that's really it. That's the bench. The bench room and the machine room. I got a nice roll-up door, and that goes to the back, obviously. We had to do a ton of work to the space to get up the code, so you can see there's where is it? Over here. There's an exit sign that way. And had to add all these lights guiding people to the exits. That's on both sides. So there's a ton of electrical work that had to be done. Thankfully, the panel was big enough and enough spaces for all the work that we're doing. I always had to rewire the place too, because a lot of electricity was in the slab for some reason, instead of being exposed or whatnot. So we had to go and just, as you can see, just rewire the whole place. Yep. What else? These double doors, they weren't here before. This was a single door, blew it out, and then put the double doors up in there. New header and all that stuff. The T111, that'll get repainted at some point, but I'm just not there yet. And more important to get the school ready for the first class. And if we're ready, then I got time, I'll paint the T111. What else? So there was insulation that was up here at this ceiling. There's new ceiling above the old ceiling that was here originally when the building was built. So we pulled all that insulation down and painted the ceiling, which is really awesome. Guys came out, rented a lift. We had to rent a lift twice, but rented a lift for that to rip this stuff down and to paint it, and then paint the walls. The walls were in really bad shape. People had spilled various things since this building was built in the early 80s on the walls. They just looked horrible. So we just filled as many gaps in the cinder block as we could, over here and whatnot, and then painted. What else? Smoke alarms. They all talk to each other. Just one of those things that we needed by code. And so that's it. So glad to spend a few minutes with all of you. I miss talking to everybody. It's just been so crazy. I hope all of you are doing well and having fun in your shop. That's it. Like, share, and subscribe. And have a great week in your shop. Bye.